All right. Hi, people. Hi, my people. Welcome back to Finance with Nemo, your relatable finance girl here. I'm right back with another video. I hope you watched our previous video. You now know why we are here, and you are ready. You are ready to learn with us. You know what I mean? Yeah. So in today's episode, I just thought, why should I discuss with you guys maybe some of the mistakes that I have made and maybe some of the lessons that I have learned, especially in finances and everything that I do, name it, business, name them all. Okay, so this is your episode, and today that is what I basically want us to discuss on, some of the mistakes that I learned the hard way and the lessons that I learned. I hope you'll enjoy the video, and by the way guys, I will discuss five mistakes and the 5 lessons that I learned from each and every mistake. So guys, stay tuned, watch this video till the end, and don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share the video and like, and also even to turn on that notification bell on, so that anytime I upload any video, you will be the first person to be notified. Okay guys, and so one of the mistake that I did was spending without planning. You know, spending without planning, we all know what that means. You can just spend money without planning, maybe on business or even on personal use. Maybe you can be walking around the street, and then you will be like, wow, maybe if you are a boot lover, then you use boot lover, you know, you can say, oh, I love this, can I let me get this for myself, you know. And definitely that is impulse buying, you know, spending without proper planning. That was one of the mistakes I ever did, by the way. Sometimes it was just funny. One day, maybe I can give you a relatable story. I was just coming from work, and then I found someone was selling very nice shoes. If my sister is going to watch this video, she can comment down below in the comment section and say if she can remember that day. I called her, and it was actually at night. I was leaving work at around 8, and I called her at around 8:10 up there, and then I told her, you know what sis, I have found some very beautiful shoes, and they're going at 1200, and I had sijui how much. And so I was telling her, oh please help me, I'm going to refund. And then she told me that is impulse buying, and right now it is hitting me differently. Like, so these are some of the mistakes that I really made without knowing. That was buying without planning. That was improper planning, you know. I think every time you need to buy yourself something, or you need to get something, you need to budget for that. Literally, you need to budget for that. You need to plan for that, so that you cannot have that impulse buying, you know. You cannot have the impulse buying. Yeah. And the lessons that actually with that, the impulse buying and not budgeting on what I want to buy, and even using money emotionally. You know, there's times that you use money emotionally. Maybe, let's say for instance, you could maybe be making a transaction to someone, and by mistake you send that money to someone by mistake. Not, what I mean is sending money to someone that you did intend to send, like wrong number. And then you're like, in most cases you find like these people, they don't refund that money. If it is not true, guys, let me know in the comment section, because in most cases you will get, once you send money to a wrong number, high chances of getting that money, I think it is 5 to 100 Most people will withdraw the money or use the money, because chances of getting that money, it's nah. And then you'll be like, kwani, who am I working for? The rest of the money that I have, I can't even treat myself. And then that is basically using money emotionally. And you know, some with that, using money emotionally, not budgeting, and even overspending on yourself, literally, that is a no. That is a no. And some of the lessons with that, one of the lessons that I learned is that every shilling counts. You know, every bob counts. You can imagine, with 1,000 bob, today you buy 100 bob, you buy airtime. The next minute you buy 3 potatoes, 50 bob, you buy what, 50, you know. You eventually, at the end of the day, you'll get yourself with even 100 bob out of the 1,000 bob that you have. And with that, you really need to know every shillings needs a purpose, and you need to account for that money. Okay? And guys, the other thing that you need to know, it's thinking motivation is enough. Motivation is not enough. When you're starting, it is very exciting, and you will start because someone motivated you to do. Maybe you can start a business because someone motivated you to do. But just remember, struggling will be consistent, because one, you didn't plan for it. You just did it because someone motivated you to do that. And now you can imagine, like for instance, starting a business because someone told you to do that and you are capable, you know, how people would motivate you. Why not? You can do it, just go for it. You'll find yourself struggling, and the struggle will be consistent. Let me tell you guys. And they will not be there to help you. They will not be there to help you. And with that, you need to also know, like, when someone tells you to do that, discipline matters a lot. Discipline matters a lot. You know, you have to discipline yourself, how you use money, how you do your things. If you don't discipline yourself, let me tell you, even in whatever you do or whatever you start, you just need to know, like, it's not gonna happen. It's not going to work for you. So that one, with that, you need to know, like, consistency build financial growth. You know, yeah, despite starting a business out of motivation, just know struggling will be consistent, but also the consistency will bring financial growth. Okay guys? And guys, if you think that statement is contradicting, let me know in the comment section. Let me know. You're free to tell me. So the other thing that I learned the hard way is that not having enough savings for emergencies. You know, emergencies come. There are so many emergencies. You can have, maybe, for instance, you can get sick, and you know you need to have emergency fund for help. We all know that. And you might end up going to hospital thinking, like, for instance, SHA will work for you, but you find like it's not working. Guys, what will you do? Let me know in the comment section. What are you going to do once you go to Hosi and then you find like you didn't have emergency fund? You go there and then you get treated, and then you find like SHA is not working. Oh my god, just tell me what you're gonna do, because especially in the hospitals hakuna kuchonga viazi. Utafanya nini? Tell me, let me know. You know, there are those are some of the unexpected situation. You know, those are some of the situation that you might get yourself if you don't have even emergency fund. Emergency fund, even your mom can call you from home and tell you something is up, or your daddy or your sibling or whoever can just call you asking for help, and maybe they really depend on you, you know, not necessarily depending on you, but they really count on you, and then you will not have that emergency fund to help, you know. So we all need to learn on how to have savings for such situation, and knowing like saving is protection and not punishment. That is one thing that we need to know. Saving is not punishment. Imagine, it is just protection for those tough times, you know, for those times you don't know when, but those times are always there. The other mistake that I made, comparing yourself with others. Sorry guys, comparing yourself with others. So you will find in most cases, like especially social media, oh my god, social media is something that can drive you crazy, guys, and you know that. You can tell me, you see what celebrities do, they will give you that, they will show you that big lifestyle that they are living, and you will also feel like this is what I need. Sometimes you will feel like you are left behind, because you will find even younger people than you who has made it, and they're showcasing, sorry for that, showcasing their lifestyles on social media, and then you'll feel like, oh my god, why me? Why am I left out? But guys, what we need to know is, or what we need to learn is, everyone's journey is different from the other. Your journey is not my journey. My journey would not be my brother's journey, you know, or even my cousin, you know, or even your friend. You know, you have to live your own life and plan it properly, and just know, like, financial growth is personal. You cannot say because so and so has money, I also have money. No, one thing you need to know is financial growth is personal. Okay guys, and your journey is not the other person's journey. You have your own life to live, and you have your own life to do what? To take. Or what do I say? You have your own life to live, that is it, and your journey is not someone else's journey. And then the other point is starting without enough knowledge. You know, you can just decide, today I'm going to start maybe a business, let's say like a chicken rearing business. Let me give you an example with that. Without knowing, maybe once you buy those chicks, one day chick, yeah? After some time, these chicks will need some vaccines. You just thought like these chicks will just come, I'll just give them food and then they will grow, and you know. But one thing you need to know is that they're just like kids. The way you give birth to a baby, and then you have to take this baby to get different vaccines. You know, there are those polio, name them. If you're a mom, tell us in the comment section some of those things that kids needs to go to the hospital after being born, what the processes that you guys go through with the kids and stuff. Okay, that is one thing that you need to know. Like, whenever you need to have enough knowledge of whatever you are starting. Like, for instance, the way I was giving you an example with cuckoo chicks, you buy chicks, a 1 day old chick, and thinking that these chicks will just come, I just give them food and water, without knowing after maybe 10 or 2 weeks they have some vaccines to be given. And then you need to know, when you're going to their house, sometimes you need to sanitize. There is a sanitizer that you need to use so that they cannot get infected by the outside, whatever, you know. There are so many things. And also you need to know, like, you will need electricity. I think there is much, and there is a lot to learn before starting anything. You need to have, ideally, you need to know everything that whatever business or whatever you're starting up entails. You know what I mean, okay? And also you can just start small. You know, you can just learn pole. You can start small and learn. You don't have to start in bulk. Just start small, learn day in, day out. You know, if you're struggling financially, rebuilding or trying to figure life out, you're not alone. That is one thing I would let you know. You know, if you're struggling financially and trying to rebuild yourself and figuring life out, trust me, you're not alone. There's so many people doing that. Just learn some of the mistakes that you did previously and make sure like they're not gonna repeat themselves. You know what I mean? Just make sure those mistakes are not going to repeat. You know what I mean, okay? And I hope those few things that I've discussed will help someone somewhere. Even if it's not you, you might send this video to your siblings, relatives, and even friends who might be struggling with a few things and they don't know where to start, what to do. Just tell them Finance with Nemo is here to talk with you about relatable finance issues. You know what I mean? Like things that we go through in life. We don't know where we will be tomorrow, but every day if we learn something new, it's more like of a skill. Even though if today you learn this skill, you do it consistently, tomorrow you're gonna perfect it. So if we continue analyzing some of these things that we do without knowing, we're gonna improve everything. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for coming back, and I really appreciate. By the way guys, yesterday I told you guys we were at 6 subscribers. Guys, guess what? Imagine today we are at 17 subscribers. You see, God, 11 more people just came. Oh my God, I am more than grateful. And if you took part to watch the video, to leave a comment, even to like the video, share the video, oh my God, may God bless you. I don't take it for granted. Literally, I don't take it for granted. For all of you 17 subscribers, I love you so much, so much, and God knows I love you. And thank you for the support. I know it is not easy. I know you coming, subscribing, liking, and even commenting. Oh my goodness, I'm more than grateful. More than grateful. So guys, don't forget to continue supporting me by subscribing and let me know some of the financial lessons you have learned from this video. Please let me know in that comment section. And guys, please don't forget to put that notification bell on so that anytime I upload any video, you will be the first person to get notified. Okay guys, thank you so much. Being on a Saturday, let me wish you a blessed, oh my God, I just said blessed, oh no, a blessed Sunday. Bye and have a good evening. See you.